Hey, this is Charlie Howard, High Society Aftercare Consulting. I am here at the funeral home, Richard Harris Funeral Home, actually today with one of the embalmers, or the embalmer, Corey Smith. He's a young brother, but I wanted to get this out. He does such a good job, and he's so humble with what he does, and I just wanted to ask a few questions to him about embalming because it's such a topic that we just don't quite get, or we get confused, or we just don't understand. So he's just going to clear up a few things about embalming, just a few questions for him. I appreciate him taking time out of his busy schedule to just educate our community on what exactly embalming is. Corey, thank you for taking a minute or two with me, my brother.
No, not a problem.
And I guess first question I want to ask you, if you could just put in layman terms, what exactly is embalming?
Um, let's see, simplify this. Embalming is simply now I'll go in the order first to disinfect the deceased, and next will be to preserve, which is the actual embalming process, and last will be to restore, whether it be the natural form or natural color. So that's basically it. The three things is disinfect, um, preserve, and to restore in lame terms.
Okay. And how did you get into this field? Let me ask you that.
It's it's one of those things that honestly chose me, so to speak. I'm first generation to do this. Um, I see that family doesn't own a funeral home, or I didn't come from generations of funeral home owners and stuff like that. So I think it's one of the things that chose me. I think it started off when I was maybe around, I say 10, as just it's an interest, and over time the interest grew into curiosity, and the curiosity led into passion. So like I said, I think it's one of the things that just chose me.
Mm-hmm. Do most people think it's morbid when you try to tell them what you do? Do they not understand it?
Yeah, they typically don't understand because they've heard stories about bodies sitting up, or just crazy stuff that's not true. So they kind of, I think that comes from just a lack of understanding what embalming actually is. So um, so yeah, I think that just ignorance to the fact, because it's, like I said, lack of information. So
Let me ask you: should everybody be embalmed? Would you recommend that, or does it depend?
it depends on people religious beliefs. Depends on, I know a lot of times people just, they're going the cremation route, so they may not even choose a service that would require embalming. Personally, I mean, not to sound biased, but I think so. Just simply because it's give that family closure. This is the last time you're physically going to see um, your loved one. So um, I think when it's done the right way, with passion and care, it gives that family closure. Like I said, it all depends on their religion, but personally, I think that everyone should be embalmed just to give family closure in that sense. So,
And on average, how many bodies would you say you embalm on a given month? I know it varies depending on.
right, I say anywhere between 15 to 20 a month.
And quite a few different funeral homes, I imagine. What number would you estimate that you do?
As far as number of funeral homes,
Mm-hmm.
six. We
Six.
started off with 11 different funeral homes, and now it's broken down to six. So,
And how long have you been doing this, Corey?
I embalmed my first body in 2013. It was my first embalming case. So about, give or take, 7 years.
And with this kind of work, how do you keep from burning out? Um,
It's hard to do, especially when you're doing it by yourself. But just take frequent breaks, whether it be a mental, spiritual, or just physical break. So I don't as much as you love anything, you know, too much of anything is not good. So just take breaks. Don't I don't work when I'm tired. I wouldn't embalm a case when I'm tired because, you know, I'm not physically, mentally, and spiritually there. So I'm sorry, mentally and spiritually there. So like I said, just take breaks as much as you need, and that's about it when you can.
Right. Well, how do you keep from not treating that body just like another body?
Well, I look at it as if that's my mother on the table, that's my father, brother, sister, uncle, cousin, and I handle them with the utmost respect, as such. So it goes deeper than this. Just the shell, just laying there is the care that I give everyone, whether it's the president of the United States or you know, the wino on the corner. You know, everybody gets the same respect, because that's just basic decency, you know, in regards to human life. So that's how I look at it, every case.
Psychologically, are there some bodies that cause more impact on you than others, that bother you more? What do you say?
Typically the ones that I know. Like I've had to embalm my nephew. I had to embalm the guy who taught me everything, my preceptor, and there's several others, you know, that I can go on and on. Those are really the only ones that get to me, and children, because I have children of my own. So, but other than that, I mean, you become numb in a sense of you know, getting emotional and things of that sort. But you still take, like I said before, the care and attention to detail and stuff like that. But some cases just numb, some cases it's going to hit you harder than others. But for me, it's typically the people that I know. So,
and I imagine you have to have a little, even though you're professional and everyone's different, that you embalm, you have to maintain some type of distance psychologically so that you can continue to deal with the next body, because it's 7 days a week, I imagine.
Right. Oh yeah, most definitely.
Okay. Now, is there anything else you would like the public to know about embalming that we left out, or misconception, or anything else you'd like to share?
I would like just people to understand that we're not magicians. We do the best we can. 9 times out of 10, we've never seen these persons in life. So we're just going off the theory of embalming. We're going off pictures, and still to try to get them as close as we can to that. And I know sometimes grief comes into play. People they get upset when their loved one may not look exactly like they remember them. But at the same time, family's never seen that person in that state before, even when you see them up walking, talking, and stuff like that. So it's completely different when someone is voided of life. Like everything that made them look the way they looked in life is no longer working. So on top of that, we're putting chemicals to preserve and disinfect and restore. So they may not 100% look as exactly like they may have in life, but there's care that goes behind it, attention to detail that goes behind it, and just time. So we honestly do the best that we can. So yeah, so that's it. It's going to be different, but in regards to African American cases and Caucasian cases, you would have to use a little more diluted solution, because their body, their systems just aren't as strong as African American systems, so they can African Americans, the cases can take on more strong of a fluid, so to speak, than Caucasian cases. And when a dehydration will set in and things like that. So it's more harsh on Caucasian than it is African Americans. But like I said, each case is different. You can have an African American case that would be more harsh on than a Caucasian. So each case is different. There's no one case the same. They may be similar, but they're not exactly the same. So.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I think that'll about conclude my interview of Corey Smith, the embalmer. If you have questions, I want you to put them in the comment section when I post the video. We'll be interviewing Corey some more down the road if he lets us. But I just think he's so valuable, and his work is so professional. Believe me, I hear everyone bragging about the work he does, and he's such a humble guy. I just wanted to interview him, and I thank him for taking time to talk to us and educate us on exactly what embalming is. But we'll be hearing some more from Corey Smith, and I thank you for tuning in, and I thank Corey for his time.